Hey guys, thanks for joining. I'm just waiting for Francine. Just give us another moment or two. Hey Shade, how you doing? Hey man, and welcome. Okay. Hey Francine, did you get the link? Okay. All right. Just let me know if you need anything. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Just bear with us for a little bit. We're just still waiting for Francine to be on the line with us. I promise it's going to be a good conversation. So please continue to share and invite others to be here. So far, we've had around 20 participants. I appreciate you guys for being here for this live show and just hanging out with us. I appreciate that. You can't have the chain. You can't have the chain. Yeah. But thank you. Hey, Ella Show. Okay. Hey, Peter. Welcome to the show. All right. I'm just hanging out right now. If you're just joining, we're still waiting for for the guest to be here. She's having a little bit of technical difficulty, so just hang out with us for a second, and I promise it's going to be a great night. Hey, Francine, welcome, welcome,
Hi,
welcome. How are you?
I
Uh,
am relieved now that
ah,
I'm in the room
well,
because I don't know what just happened just now. I'm like over here figuring out, like, oh my God, how do I do this?
yeah,
Yeah.
you know how technology is. Sometimes it works great, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm happy that you're able to be a part of the show. Thank you so much for joining. You look great, by the way. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm trying to
Absolutely.
be on the same level as you.
Oh
So I'm
my
like
God.
adjusting my iPod and my tripod in the process.
Okay.
I'm in there.
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're definitely seemingly on the same level, so that looks
Okay.
great. Yeah. All
Okay,
right.
good.
We are good. We're good. Say hello to everyone. I know there's some people in the audience and stuff, so
Hi, everyone. Hello.
absolutely. Hello, hello. But yeah, let's get into it. Great. Thank you so much
Yes,
again for being a part
let's
of the
do that.
show. I know we've been trying to get together to have some conversations for a while, and like
Yeah,
they say, nothing happens before the time. And I think this is the perfect time for
true.
that. I know there's a lot that's going on in your world, and I'm so excited to talk and just to learn just a little bit more about you. So again, welcome to
Yes.
the Damion Oliver Show. I'm excited to have you
Thank
here.
you. Thank you for
Absolutely.
having me.
Absolutely. So let's get right into it, right? So
Yeah,
can you
because
just
you've been waiting for a while. So yeah,
the people have been waiting for sure.
we will give them some gifts in the end, or maybe another time.
Absolutely. Well, the floor is yours to do as you will. So absolutely. But let's get into it. Can you just introduce yourself and tell us just a little bit about what you do?
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Francine Donaldson, but online you will see me as Francella Bella or Scene Donaldson. I am a creator, an entrepreneur, and a wellness advocate living in Japan. I am also running Stella Curated Ambience, which is a candle business. I curate lots of intentional candles to help people elevate their spaces and improve their mental health and things like that. I also have a YouTube channel where I share my life in Japan and a lot of nice videos about wellness, self-development, anything you want to see about Japan, you can find it on there. It's a little messiness, but a lot of magic because it's real. So that's about it for me.
Well, look, you know what it is? I think it doesn't matter within the chaos. I think there's a message there. And what I like about just like, your content so far is like, like it's about you expressing yourself for sure. And also just you being able to tap into certain things that a lot of us don't get to tap into. So thank you for sharing your
Yeah.
gift just to begin with, right? But
Thank you.
let's absolutely. So let's get into it. What inspired you to start the business or to pursue your current career path?
Well, actually, so Select Curated Ambience came about through my love for wellness.
Mhm.
And I wanted to share that with the world. It is something that I treasure. I cherish it dear to my heart. Like I do a lot of routines. I love candles in my apartment. They keep me grounded, bring me back to my center all the time. And yeah, one day I was just journaling with a candle lit and I realized like how much peace and calm it just brought to my world. And I really wanted to share that with everyone. So from a practice to a brand, Stella blossomed out of that. And with that clarity, I was able to create a Stella curated ambience.
I think that's a beautiful story because a lot of us sometimes don't really get to like touch into the things that we're passionate about, right? So for
Mm.
you to be able to get this idea and you know that it helped you, and then you want to share that gift with the world, I think it's really inspirational.
Yeah.
So shout out to you for like tapping into that because a lot of us
Thank
has
you.
ideas. Absolutely, a lot of us have ideas, but we never seem to put them into businesses or have them leave further than what they are in our heads a lot of times. So I think that's a great thing. Um, what's a fun and surprising fact about you that most people don't know?
Well, most people don't know that I have been living in Japan for over a decade.
Mm.
I can navigate the trains like a local. I can order ramen like a pro. and
Okay.
I still get like awestruck by the
Mm.
cherry blossom season every single time in spring. Yeah, it's like it's just beautiful and amazing. And I make candles. I also create journals that are on Amazon. So a lot of people don't know those things about me.
See, I didn't know that too. So, we got to go ahead and check out your product. So, I think at the end of this is that we need to figure out to let the folks know where they can find your things. And I think Amazon is a great thing, but also maybe providing your handle. So if they have questions or, need some more inspirational stuff, they could check you out.
Yeah,
Now,
definitely.
what absolutely. So you talked a little bit about like your journey and in talking about like, the idea and what that idea manifests into like a business. So in terms of like your business journey, right? W
Yeah.
I'm assuming that there was like this aha moment that led you to launching that business. Can you just talk a little bit more about that?
Well, every Sunday morning I wake up at 5:45 a.m. Sometimes I am a little bit earlier than my alarm. I
Mhm,
go for a run and I run like maybe like a 2K or 3K within like 25 minutes. And then I come back to the house. When I come back, I light my candles, I
mm,
listen to some music, and the smell, the
mm,
mood, the vibe that it creates in my own space. And I was like, wow, I could
mm,
actually go throughout the day feeling so pumped and energized. And it just like go over into my week sometimes. I have a beautiful week because I started my Sunday morning with some candles and music. So that was the moment of clarity I was looking for. And I'm like, yeah, this is it.
that's it, that's it, that is beautiful. So, like you seem to have like a ritual and the
Mhm.
fact that those rituals are things that you practice and things that give you this inspiration. I think it's great, right? So for me, like
Yeah,
my Sundays looks a little bit like just like chill. Like I don't want to do anything whatsoever. I want to get up, I want to have a little bit of breakfast and probably maybe a brunch or something. But in terms of just the creative mess, like I think a lot of times, like we said earlier, it's like there's these ideas that flows, but a lot of us is not even in a space of where like like
yeah,
having like some type of consistency with tapping into these things for more routine and say, okay, well, look, here's an idea. How can I move forward with this idea and do something beautiful? You talked about Japan. You talked about just your inspiration and the aha moment. Now,
yeah.
from those things, what are some of the biggest challenge that you've faced so far, and did you overcome them?
Well, that's a great question, actually. As a small business owner in Japan, like the language barrier is number one, getting
Hmm.
suppliers is number two, and like, yeah, being able to navigate all of the challenges is really difficult. So I have to tap in to the
Hmm.
community that is here in Japan. I do that a lot with a lot of heart and with a lot of openness and flexibility because I'm a curious person. So I'm just gonna head on tackle everything with curiosity and like tapping into people who already have a skill and know how to do these things. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's how I overcome my challenges.
Think that is
Yeah,
beautiful. So I think for you, it sounds as if like adaptability is also one of those skill things that you have to be able to do because
yeah,
when you're talking
mhm,
about a space where, you have to learn how to navigate where there's like a barrier, whatever that barrier is.
yeah.
And in that case, it's really the language. So just let's
Mhm.
talk about, do you have a story where you could probably share where you had an idea and then, had to overcome that challenging um, language barrier, and how did you do that?
Oh, language barrier stories. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, very simple story. There is a Japanese word which is used for cute. We say kawaii for
Kawaii,
persons
okay,
who you want to refer to them as cute.
okay.
But if you mispronounce that word and you say kawaii, it
Mm.
means scary.
Whoa.
So if I'm, yeah, if I'm trying to say, oh, I would like to have like a package for my business. I want something really kawaii. They're gonna be
Mm.
like, kawaii? Hontoni? Like that's so scary. Like, why would you
Right.
want something scary? So
Okay.
yeah, those
Yeah.
moments, it just turns into like a really beautiful moment because I'm always smiling and they're always smiling, and a smile can change
Hmm.
every single thing. So they were like, oh, I think I know what you mean. You want to say kawaii like that? You need a kawaii
I
package.
got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. I think, yeah,
Mhm.
that was a good one. Uh, so walk me into, how do you define success in your business? Like, what does that look like for you?
For me, success is when somebody orders a Sella candle
Hmm.
and they use it, they experience it, it like elevates their space or impress their house guests, and even elevate their mental health, and they share that with me. They'll be
Hmm.
like, hey, I got my candle, it's really beautiful, I'm using it for meditation, or I gave it to my friend who has a yoga studio and she's using it in her studio. Like those
Hmm.
kinds of impactful moments are, those are the ones that I really call success. If you writing in a journal and you're like
Hmm.
improving your daily habits, then yeah, I feel like that is success for me. Not so much the money, even though that
Right.
is a very important part of doing
Right.
business,
Hmm.
but the impact when people share about the candles, when they actually go on YouTube and be like, oh, this is gonna knock your socks off or something, like without me
Right.
having to
Right.
say, hey guys, do you want to share your photos or something? Like people just share it, and they message me personally, and I love that. I think that is what success is when it comes to Stella. Mhm.
Yeah, I agree with that, because I think once people are able to, well, it really speaks also just for the level of, the product, the high quality that you're putting there. Because for someone to take that time without you even having to ask them, just to say like,
Yeah.
look, this thing that I just experienced, you should experience it as well because it's so wonderful.
Mhm.
That definitely gives motivation. And of course, like you said, you're doing it from passion, and that's a great success. And then like all that wealth will come because people lives are being transformed just by what you're putting out there from your product. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think, because a lot of times we think that we have to be reaching like, a wider audience. We also
Mhm.
sometimes, equate success to monetary exchange, and sometimes that's not what it really is, right? So I
Yeah.
think that's the great thing. I know there's an audience member here that's asking, what's the name of your candle company? Can you just tell them that again?
Oh, the name of the company is Stella Curated Ambience. We are actually branding this year. We're trying to go on Shopify by November, but we're already on Instagram, Pinterest, and we have a LinkedIn profile.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want
Thank
to you
you.
want to spell that, handle for them, just in case they want to go ahead and check it out?
All right. So it's Cella. That's Cella Curated, Curated, Ambiance, Ambience. The British spelling.
Mm,
Cella
okay.
Curated Ambiance.
Very British. Okay, I get it.
Yes, yes, it's a culture thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now,
Mhm.
Francine, can you just talk to me a little bit about, how do your personal values show up in your business?
Wow, great
Hmm.
question. So, individuality, intentionality,
Hmm.
yeah, creativity, simple, minimalistic lifestyle. Those are things that I really value.
Hmm.
And every candle that I create, I want people to experience those small little mindful moments to make their life a little bit better. So that's my personal value that I'm adding to the actual product.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Now, we also talked a little bit about, the business part of it. Let's talk
Mhm.
about, Japan, you know,
Oh, I'm glad you
living
mentioned
abroad.
Japan because I want to put up my background at this moment. So, can you tell me how to do that one more time?
So if you, I don't know if you
Yes.
see the menu in
Mhm.
front of you, right? But if you see
I
the menu in
do.
there, okay, just go to the very last
First.
thing, I think, the one with the like the silhouette, I think. If you
Okay.
if you
Silhouette
click
of
on
a
that,
person.
yeah, if you click on that, then you'll be able to put that up. There you go. That's your screen.
All right, let me take my time to find this
Yeah.
picture that I want to add here.
Hmm.
Because you just said Japan, and I'm like, okay, let's show
Yeah.
the people.
Let's talk about it for a second. And guys,
Let's
thank you
talk
so much
about
for sticking around with
it.
us and being a part of the show. We really appreciate it. So thank you. Well, see,
Yeah.
that's a beautiful background. I just love it. And I think, we can see the contrast between, like the show in the
Yes.
background. Talk to us a little bit about that background, please.
I chose this background because maybe some people already know, and for those who do not know, Japan is hosting the World Expo this year. This is the second time since the late 1970s, and they are able to invite other countries to come and like showcase their culture, and they're doing it in the city of Osaka. So this image behind me, its name is Myaku Myaku,
Mm,
which means a partnership and continuation, continuous partnership. So they're trying to partner with everyone in the world. And like, I think it's a beautiful concept.
hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's why I chose this one.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I
We're
like
doing
it.
a collaboration at this moment. So it
Yeah,
just, it ties in.
it's very fitting for sure. It is.
Hmm.
uh, how has living abroad, well,
Yeah.
in another country, shaped your worldview or influence your business approach?
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a good question.
yeah.
I would say I sometimes think of Jamaica as a very warm country. We're warm people. We have that
Hmm.
warm vibe. So the warmth of Jamaica, along with the minimalistic vibe of Japan, because that's what Japanese culture is all about. They're heavy on mindfulness. And that coupled together actually helps me to communicate the message of my brand very well,
Hmm.
being that the candles are warm, and then the labels that will be placed on them are going to be so minimalistic and just so catch eye catching. So that's how I put my country, my culture, my personal values into the actual candle.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful. Was there any cultural surprises that you encounter
Oh,
while living in
this is
Japan? Like, we
yeah.
know Jamaica, like you said, it's warm, it's everything is Irima type of vibe, right? But for Japan, that
Exactly.
they're more subtle. How was that? Was there any cultural surprises that you encountered and then you quickly had to adapt?
Well, this one was a pretty good adaptation because I was fascinated by the vending machines. We
Okay.
don't have that in Jamaica.
Yeah, okay.
The vending machines, they have every single thing you can possibly think
Really?
of. They got ice cream, they got food, they got like, they even have a vending machine that makes natural orange juice. Like
Whoa,
natural, 100%. Like you put
whoa.
your money in, it squeezes the juice for you, and you wait, it seals the top, and then it just drops it down, and you just take it out. And I'm like, this is outside. This is
That is crazy.
outside. And I'm like, wow. So
That
like those, yeah, those are the things that like get me every single time. They get me.
that like I'm like in awe right now for it to be able to do those things. That's innovation
Mhm.
next level because here, like in the
Next
States,
level.
I've not seen anything like that. The only thing that you could get is like, a couple bars or some stuff like that. It's like, so
Honey
for them to be
bun.
able, right.
Yes.
Yeah, so for them to be that futuristic with it, that's pretty dope. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty dope. Okay. What advice would you give someone that's thinking about maybe moving or working overseas?
That's a good question. I would say go for it.
Mm,
Definitely go for it with an open heart and a flexible mindset, because that will help you to experience the full length of any country that you decide to go to. You have to be a more curious than critical in a
mm,
sense, because if you're a lot more curious, then you won't have like this facade, or you won't
right.
have this strangeness about, oh, why are they doing this, or you won't have so many questions. You won't have to burn the brain calories to think about certain things. So
Yeah.
if you're open-minded, flexible, and you're approaching it with curiosity instead of criticisms, or then you will be perfectly fine. Like I did that, and I'm here
Yeah.
14 years later.
Wow, that's a long time, and I think that's a
It
great
is.
advice too, because I think that's definitely transferable in just life in general, whether you travel abroad or you're home, right? You got to always be curious because once you're
Yeah.
curious, it's your way of kind of feeding your brain, and it's also your way of
Mhm.
challenging yourself. So, people sometimes get into these spaces that we're creating just safe boxes, and within
Yeah,
those safe boxes, I think that we kind of limit ourselves because now it leaves from us being creative or being curious. And if we're curious, then it creates like, you know, problem solving. It creates just opportunity outside. So, that fuel just a lot of other cells within our bodies, right? So we're able to just
that's
do a lot more and being able to be adaptive in any environment. So I think that's
totally.
beautiful. Yeah, I think that's beautiful. Do you feel that living abroad helped your business? And if so, in what way?
Well, it has taught me a lot as an
Hmm.
entrepreneur. There are certain things that we need to be successful, and living abroad teaches me to be very adaptable. That word there again,
Hmm.
adaptability, and more so creativity. Adaptability, creativity, and having like an open mindset to make those decisions. It
Hmm.
has taught me to be very flexible, and I'm like, I could never want a better experience, because this is just, it's perfect. It's what all business leaders have, and what I think everybody should, yeah, be like, oh, I need this.
Gotta have that
Yeah,
drive and that oomph for
gotta
it, right?
have it.
You have to have it. Uh, Francine, how do you blend culture insight into your products, services, and even like your leadership style?
Well, the beauty of simplicity. That
Mm,
is what I'm going to say. Just one line.
mm,
The beauty of simplicity.
I love that.
Everything about Japan is very simple. Every single thing. Like,
Hmm.
I live in Yokohama. I do not have to drive if I don't want to, because
Okay.
the trains are reliable. I go to the supermarket, I don't have to worry about getting a gift for like
Hmm.
20 people, because there are gifts that are already pre-packaged, and you can get like 20 people gift in like one package. So it's very
Hmm.
simple. There's no, oh my God, I need to make this decision. It's so difficult. I can't get this, I can't get that. Everything is simple. So with the candles, yeah, very intentional, simple
Hmm.
labels, simple boxing, very meticulous fragrances that are chosen. Yeah, they might be simple, but they will wow you. For example, my favorite fragrance is patchouli.
Mm,
And I'm telling you, like the first time I tested a candle with that fragrance, I was like, oh my God,
that's
the
it.
world makes sense. The world
Mm,
makes a sense just with a simple fragrance, the simple label on a nice candle. Like simplicity is the way to go. So that's how I
mhm.
blend it in.
See, I'm loving this discussion because the way that you speak about your product, I think that it talks about the quality of it, right? So I think just your passion, it radiates when you speak. So I know that you're being a great leader and a visionary for your company and where it's heading, right? Have
Thank
you
you.
found any global partnerships or ideas or inspiration that has significantly impact your work?
That's a beautiful question, because
Mhm.
it all ties into community. Like every single product I make, every single candle, every single journal,
Mm-hmm.
something happened before that. I had a conversation with somebody who is Japanese or Jamaican or on a global setting, because like creativity is like has no bounds. So everything that I create,
Mm-hmm.
it had to have been from a conversation that I had previously with somebody. They're like, "Oh, this is nice. You should do that." And I test it out. Like I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, this is too
Right.
much work for me. I don't have time." And like maybe some people be like, "Oh, customers don't know what they want." And yeah, but you have to tap in. You have to tap into what people are saying to you, all those
Mm-hmm.
conversations that you are having about the brand, and then you create something beautiful that everybody loves, not just you, but everybody appreciates it.
Absolutely. And I think that is business 101. The customer knows what they want. You're just here to facilitate that need. So if they're giving you any type of feedback about the product, even if you feel, like it's perfect, there's
Yeah,
always an opportunity based on the customer feedback because they're the ones that are using it, right? So I'm glad that you're able to take
yeah.
that and you're able to merge it within your creativity and your strategy and
Mm.
making the products, fit the client needs. So I think that's a beautiful thing. Um, what's next for you and your business in the coming year?
Oh, good question. Because we are, like I said before, we're going online,
Hmm.
taking it from the level of side hustle to an actual professional business. Because I've been doing
Okay.
this for quite a long time. I've been
Right.
doing this for 6 years because
Well,
I practiced. I went to school for this, and I actually started making them. And sometimes I gave them away. Sometimes I sell them to my friends. But now we're
hmm,
leveling up, and we're taking the business from a side hustle to an actual professional online Shopify store. And we're going to do it
congrats.
this year in November. I haven't chosen the date yet.
Well,
So, yeah,
hopefully you
October,
come back and
November.
hopefully you come back and
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about that. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah, you guys have to stay tuned to the Instagram, all the social media platforms to see what's
Hmm.
happening. But this year we're going online, and yeah, I think that would make it very accessible for a lot of people.
Hmm.
I want to have like Christmas scents released. I want to have some holiday gift sets selling out. And like, I also want to take my YouTube channel to a different level, get all my Amazon like seller
Hmm.
journals and diaries sold. Like, it's a lot of big things that are, yeah, for the rest of the 365.
That definitely sounds like a great strategy moving forward, right? And just being able to touch on all those pieces, I think it's definitely a catalyst to propel your business, right? And just reach a broader audience. So, congratulations on that. And I'm looking
Thank
ahead
you.
to see how you move forward. And hopefully, like you come back here and shout out when you're ready to, to roll that out. We're
Definitely.
definitely interested. Absolutely. Let's keep it a little bit light. Any
Yes.
dream destination that you still like to live or work in? Is there, because you talk about Japan and like how great it
Yes.
is, but have any,
Mhm.
other places kind of piqued your interest or your curiosity that you probably would want to live, visit, or work at?
Okay. Well, Bali
Mm,
for the energy. Yeah,
mm,
I think a lot of people would agree because that's
mhm.
where the movie Eat, Pray, Love was shot.
Okay.
And there's a lot of meditation in that one. So Bali for the healing energy, definitely.
Mm,
Italy for the food, the romance, and the architecture. Yes, I
okay.
love that
Italy.
place.
Okay.
Yeah, so those two countries, yeah, definitely. I think they would, feed my soul and feed my creativity. So
Hmm.
those are the places that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think those are beautiful places. I've had the opportunity to be in Italy a few times, and I think it's
Mhm.
just, if you really enjoy like, romance, if you enjoy just like, quietness, if you enjoy just like, delicious food, definitely a place to visit. Bali was on my list of places to visit, but this was supposed to happen before COVID, and then since that happened, like it hasn't been on the list. But it looks so breathtaking that I still want to go, but
Mhm.
maybe I'll let you go first, and then you kind of tell me, like, just a little bit, like if it's as picturesque as it looks, and probably
Definitely.
provide
I
some.
would
Yeah,
share it.
absolutely do that for sure. Francine, how do you stay grounded?
Mhm.
Because, like, man, you sound like there's a lot that's constantly going and that you got to keep intact with. How do you stay grounded while you juggle all this business stuff across, like, all these borders? Like, how do you stay that? Because I think, yeah, tell me the secret for that.
Good question. I I do a lot of rituals.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I don't snooze my alarm. Never snooze the
Hmm.
alarm. Since I've been living in Japan, I try to get up as soon as the alarm is going, or even
Hmm.
before the alarm. I go for morning runs. I go to the ocean because I'm an earth sign, so I kind of have this thing for nature. Yeah,
Mm.
I love nature, so I always go to the beach, not for swimming, just to relax and
Okay.
enjoy the waves, slow down and see the clouds in the sky. It might seem very simple, but like the impact that just sitting with yourself in on the ocean, on the sand,
Hmm.
just vibing, it just does a lot for me and my mental health. So I do a lot of that. I have a lot of habits that I just keep them consistently going. So yeah, that's I journal, meditate, breath work. Yeah, no yoga, just running. And I light my own candles. I light my own candles, set my own
Yeah.
mood every day, play my Johnny Gill because he's my favorite
Okay.
artist. Yeah,
Okay,
I do all
Johnny.
those
Yeah.
things.
Okay.
Yeah, they keep me centered. They bring me back to my
Yeah.
center. So if you're
Yeah.
not at your center, you tend to get distracted easily by all the
Mhm.
noise. So those things help.
Yeah, and we know the world is a busy place, right? It's just
It
there's a lot
is.
of distractions, so it's easy for us to get caught up in so many different directions. So I think it's beautiful that you're able to have your rituals. I like the ocean also, but don't get a lot of opportunity to visit and just listening to those calming waves and stuff. But what I do, I'll listen to Alexa and I'll listen to some
Okay,
rain
good.
sounds.
Yes, that's
that's
nice.
that's the closest I'll get, but I think, that definitely centers you. And I think, I like that you have intention in everything that you do and you have repetition in the things that you do because those things are just like foundational things that will, definitely allow you to see clarity and be able to, bring your visions and the things that are important to you to the next
Yeah,
level. Yeah.
that's right.
I want to play a game
Totally
with you.
agree.
Uh-huh.
You want to play a game?
I
Ooh,
want to play
I'm
a game
ready.
with you. Okay.
Ikimasho.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's go. Let's
go.
do it. Let's do it. So, I'm going to ask you a question and I just want you to tell me the first thing that comes to mind. It's almost like filling in the blank, right?
All right.
That okay. What is that habit that changed your life forever?
Meditating.
Okay. Okay. When I need an instant confidence boost, I.
Call my mom.
Mm. The most empowering book I've ever read is.
Atomic Habits.
Okay. I feel most proud of myself when.
Somebody says you're doing a good job.
Okay, you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
The mantra or quote that you live by is.
Entrepreneurship is not a responsibility, it is a lifestyle.
Can you say that again? I like that.
Entrepreneurship is not a responsibility, it is a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle, so you got to walk it
You got to
1000%.
work at.
All right,
Yeah.
I like that. When I hit a roadblock, my first step is to do what?
Sleep.
Ah, the best advice I'd give my young self is.
Make lots of mistakes.
Mm,
Lots and lots of mistakes.
lots of mistake. Okay, because that's where the lessons are, right?
Exactly.
Right. The kindest thing I've done for myself lately is.
Take a walk on the beach last Sunday.
Okay, beautiful. And I know I'm making a progress when.
I see things are checking off on my to-do list.
And finally, my personal definition of success is.
People saying that they have been impacted, or I can see that they have been inspired by something that I do.
That you did. So your creativity.
Mm.
Beautiful. Francine, thank you. I just want to ask you a few wrap-up questions, you know?
Oh yeah, sure, no problem.
Absolutely.
You have
So,
to say it in Japanese though, because you were saying let's go, and let's go is very easy Japanese word.
okay, well, don't confuse me yet. Let me get through this so I can, take every sense that I have just to focus and get that word right because I'm sure I'm probably going to butcher it either way.
Okay.
I am bad at learning a new language, but I'll give it my best
Okay.
shot. All right. Where can listeners connect
Yeah.
with you or learn more about your work?
Okay, so on YouTube and Instagram, my name is Francella Bella. I think that's pretty simple. Francella,
Mhm.
Francella. Two separate words. So that's Instagram and YouTube. On LinkedIn and on, yeah, LinkedIn, and also my Facebook page is my full government name, Francine Donaldson. Yeah, so you'll see that. You can find me there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Francine. Guys, please
Also
go ahead.
on Amazon. Amazon is also Francine Donaldson, because you have to put your full name when you are like an author, or yeah,
Yeah.
have a book
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah. Well, guys, definitely please follow her. And I mean, if you have any questions, she's an open book. I think she's just one of those persons that just welcome opportunity to connect with anyone. She's always
Yeah.
open to that. So, and if you're not following her social media pages, please go ahead and do that. I think there's like great information there as well. And please support the candle, the journals, and just, keep in contact with her because there's a lot, like I said, to learn. Francine, I'll give you the
Yes.
opportunity to, let me go out looking crazy. How do I say let's go?
I think you're a very talented, creative person. We grew up together, so I know you
Yep.
will not butcher this.
No, man, no pressure. Okay, no pressure. Got it.
Right.
Okay.
So the word is ikimasho. Ikimasho.
Ikimasho.
Yeah,
Ikimasho. Okay.
ikimasho.
There you go. I got it. I didn't butcher
Let's
that.
go.
That's because you're a great teacher also. If you guys didn't know, she also dabbled
Oh
in
yeah,
teaching as
I
well,
am a
right?
full-time teacher here in Japan. So if you guys are
Yeah.
trying to teach, yes, just leave a comment on the video and I'll just
Yeah.
reach out to you guys.
There you go. Francine,
Yeah.
thank you so much. I think we have a
Oh, you have
question.
questions?
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, let's
Okay. Well, you have Aman here. Just said it in
what I'm on.
Japanese at the bottom.
Oh, I can't see it because I gotta come closer. It's
Ikimasho.
it's already gone. Oh, okay, it's gone. Somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah. Guys, thank you
Yay!
so
Hi,
much.
Aman.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We
If
really
you guys
appreciate
have
your
any
time.
more questions,
Mhm.
still put them here. You will see the answers here or on Damion Oliver's show's
Yes.
Instagram story pages. So yeah, you can leave your
Absolutely.
questions. Yeah,
Absolutely. Francine, like, everything in life, I think life is just, one of those places that you have to create its meaning.
yeah.
And for me, like I always like for my guests to be able to just leave the audience with something that, inspires them. Like, so if there's something that you want to share, maybe a quote, maybe something personal that you live by, a mantra, whatever it is, please go
Mhm.
ahead and just leave us with that.
Interesting. Wow. This is very deep for me, and I'm going to try to make this very, very simple, as simple as I can.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, we are our habits.
Mm,
That's what I'm going to say. We are our habits.
we
Whatever
are.
we do, yeah, whatever we do, that's the life we're choosing. So
Mm,
if you are exercising every single day, you're telling your mind and your body that I want to be fit. If you're doing this candle business and you're doing it like all the time, you're telling your mind and your body that I really want to create something to impact other people in the world and elevate their space and all these things. So we are our habits. Do some good things, and good
Mm,
things will happen in your life.
I love that.
Consistently, of course.
I love
Consistently.
that. I love that. I love that. I love that. We are our habits.
We are our
We are our
habits.
habits. I love that. Francine, thank you
Yeah.
so much for your time. Thank you. I know it's probably early in the morning there, right?
I think, oh my God, what time is it? It is maybe 11 now because we've probably been on here for an hour.
Yeah,
So
give or
maybe
take
12, midday.
12. Wow, midday.
Yeah.
Well, it's
11:47.
yeah, it's 10:47 our time here. So, thank you so much. Really appreciate this conversation and, looking forward to tapping in back with you and just getting an update. So, thank you for being a part of the show. Guys, thank you
Yeah,
for
thank
being a
you for
great listener
having
and be
me.
absolutely anytime. And thanks to the audience. We really appreciate you guys. The first live, by the way, Francine, is my first live. So
Woohoo!
thank you. You're truly a great guest. Thank you for bringing so much light to the conversation, and all the best with your business. Thank you.
Ashe,
Uh,
ashe.
Ashe, Ashe.
Okay.
Bye, guys. Have a great night. Thank you.
See you.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.